congressional findings of the FCRA, this right here is separate from the other subchapters, as this is a statement of purpose rather than a declaration of purpose. See, it's a statement of purpose because Congress is leaving up to us to define what is fair and what is accurate. Because right away within 15 U.S.C. 1681 in parentheses A, accuracy and fairness of credit reporting, Congress makes the following findings. The banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. I want to stop right there and just look at the word dependent upon. To be dependent upon something means to not be able to live without it. So if a baby is dependent upon their mother's breast milk, they cannot live without that breast milk. See, what I want you guys to understand is that the banking system is dependent upon our credit. In simple terms and simple words, that's exactly what the first sentence is stating. I want you all to go look up in the Black's Law Dictionary the definition of accuracy and the definition of fair. Furthermore, they talk about inaccurate credit reports directly impair the efficiency of the banking system, and unfair credit reporting methods undermine the public confidence, which is essential to the continued functioning of the banking system. See, I want you guys to go take a look back at what took place in the 1929s to 1930s. Throughout the 1930s, in 1933 specifically, but the United States Corporation entered its fifth international bankruptcy. See, what I want you to understand is that the public lost confidence within the banking system. So therefore, them mentioning unfair credit reporting methods will undermine the public's confidence. If we look at what just took place with Toyota Financial, Toyota Financial is getting hit with the $60 million lawsuit for unfair credit reporting methods in which they're using against consumers. So it's not only them going out and exercising and using illegal lending tactics, but they're also reporting unfair credit reporting methods upon individuals' consumer report. So these are things that have been going on not only in current day, but since the 70s when these acts were passed. Number 2 states an elaborate mechanism has been developed for investigating and evaluating the credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, and general reputation of consumers. See, what I want you guys to understand is that Congress is calling them an elaborate mechanism, them being the consumer reporting agencies, and they're the ones who are evaluating the credit worthiness. So think about credit worthiness, whether you're worthy enough for things in which you're granting these corporations in the first place. Credit standing, that could be AKA a credit score, in essence. Credit capacity, the character, general reputation. I want you guys to think back to the first thing that they had stated and called these corporations being an elaborate mechanism. That's highly disrespectful to call another corporation an elaborate mechanism, but that's all that they simply are. Number 3 states that consumer reporting agencies have simply assumed a vital role. So if I assume that I'm the head coach of the Eagles because I got, players' gear from the Eagles, does that make me a head coach of the Eagles? Indeed, it does not make me the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Granted, they could probably use some help within these past couple weeks. But no, that does not make me the head coach because I assumed that I'm the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. The consumer reporting agencies have assumed a vital role in assembling and evaluating consumer credit and other information on consumers. So all they're doing is assuming this role. Number 4 states, so what power do they truly have? But the power that you guys give them, and you guys give them power, and they stand in that power when we call them a bureau. They are not a bureau. See, they're simply consumer reporting agencies, so call them by their name. It's like if I call you guys out of name, you guys aren't going to respond, hopefully. I'd hope not. My best friend who plays for the Eagles, if I call him Slay, I guarantee you he's not going to respond. Granted, he's 2-2, number 22, instead of just 2. His name is not Slay, right? His name is Keely Ringo, and so he's going to answer by such. And so I'd hope that you guys are going out and calling these consumer reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, as such. Consumer reporting agencies, because that's all that they simply are. Number 4 states there is a need to ensure that consumer reporting agencies exercise their grave responsibility. Now we're talking about a grave responsibility. See, you guys got to pay very close attention to the wording in which we're using. Grave, think about a grave. Right? What is a grave? What is a graveyard? Right? We're talking about life or death now. So they can literally be, put in a graveyard by not following these and exercising their responsibilities with fairness, impartiality, and a respect to the consumer's right to privacy. They then do not define the term right to privacy because it's a statement of purpose. It's for us, the consumer, to define, our privacy and what is private to us and what is not private to us. And so this is the congressional findings within the FCRA. We must overstand the FCRA to truly go out and get anything removed from our consumer report. I promise you guys, just with the understanding of the FCRA and specifically the congressional findings, you guys can and will get anything and everything removed from your consumer report with using and exercising the FCRA. See, the FCRA is simply all that you guys need to get anything removed. So I would study the FCRA, know the ins and outs of it, and get more familiar than any other subchapter to get anything removed from your guys' consumer report. And last but not least, let's say you guys are dealing with these third-party debt collectors, right? These third-party debt collectors, and or once again, let me specify this: